Hi, this is an Einhell 2025 table saw. Question is, how do you remove the blade? How do you adjust the rib fence so that it's parallel to the blade? And how do you adjust the blade so that it's parallel with the miter slot? Stay tuned and I will show you how I did it. As you can see, I removed the blade cover.
First thing to do anytime you work on a machine is unplug it. You want to keep your fingers in.
And I removed the the cover for the blade for the table. And I also removed the riving knife. So now the blade is free and I can remove the blade. Now, for some reason I thought the bolt fastening the blade was left threaded.
And of course this is left hand threaded, so you know it's not righty-tighty, it's the opposite.
But it's not. It's an ordinary threaded bolt, so you unscrew it anti-clockwise. So what you do, you take these two wrenches that follows, it comes with a saw, and you take the large one and you place it on the inner bolt. And you must be careful not to cut yourself on the blade, because now we're going to place the other one on the fastening bolt, and then we're going to push that way. No, sorry, don't listen to what I'm saying. We're going to push that way. So we're going to unscrew this, and there it comes. So now I can unscrew that one. I can actually remove that one. So now that comes loose, the screw, and then we have the, what can you call this, kind of a washer thing. It's the plate that holds the blade in place. And now you can remove the blade, and then you have on the inside another plate holding it to the axle. So the thing to remember here is that the inner one is the one with an outer notch and an inner flat surface that the blade fits to. So I actually already managed to mount it this way, which is possible, but then it kind of fits, but this is the wrong way around. So you have to put it that way, with the flat surface out. Okay, so that's how you remove the blade. Now let's put the blade back, and of course you do it in the opposite way. You first put in this plate with the tapered notch to the left, to the motor. And then you put the blade, being sure to put it in the right direction. You see the arrows on the blade here. It's going to rotate in this way, so the arrow's going that way. So in this case the illustrations and the arrows go on the right side, pointing outwards from the saw. Then you center the blade onto this plate, and then you put the outer one with the hexagonal wrench pattern out, facing outwards. And this one is it's not a round hole, it's a tapered hole, I think it's called. So you have to place that correctly on the blade, on the axle, sorry. So there you go. And then very carefully you put this bolt back, being careful not to drop it. Let's see if I can manage to do this. And as I said, it's right threaded, so it's threaded as a normal bolt, so you screw it in clockwise. And I repeat again that I read somewhere that normally these are left threaded.
And of course, this is left-hand threaded.
So they go on counterclockwise. But I'm not sure where I got that from, so you have to correct me if I'm wrong. This one is a normal threaded bolt. And now you do the opposite. You place the inner wrench there on the inner bolt, and then let's see if I have a correct one, and then you fasten the outer one going in that direction. And I don't know how far you must fasten that, but hopefully that's enough. So that's one of the things I wanted to show here, how to get off, take the blade out and put the blade on again. The second thing I wanted to show is how to align the rib fence. In these holes here there are some Allen, what's it called? The head is for an Allen key, and unscrew that and unscrew the other one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, for now, with my eye, make this fence parallel to the miter slot here, and I can use my fingers to actually feel how parallel it is. You have to clamp it down. I think that's okay. So I'm going to fasten this now. I think that's quite okay. Now, of course, when we have this rib fence now parallel with the miter slots, I can also now fine adjust the blade so that it's parallel to the miter slots by using this rib fence. So I figure out that if I move the blade like this, so I have this ruler here resting on a teeth on either side, I know that I'm closer to actually measuring the cutting plane of the blade. So what I can do now is that I can move this up to it. So I start by clamping it somewhere there, and now we can see that it's much less room there than it is here. So this blade is actually tilted too much in this direction. So what we do now, we loosen these screws like so. I think I shall try this one. I keep the ruler close to the blade and then I try to move it like this. Seems to work. So I want it to be something like that, I think.
Pick any tooth on the saw blade and dial it into 0.
That's good enough for this time. I'll fasten this again from the looks of it. think that looks nice. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
If you like my videos, feel free to do nothing.
Just grab a cup of coffee
and enjoy.